Today's quilt block is a Cross My Mind quilt block. It's really pretty, and I'm going to show you how to make this. Now look, obviously we're choosing several fabrics for this. A nice print, which I've chosen this purple background with these flowers on it. And then you need to choose a couple of different fabrics to do these side pieces on. I don't quite know what to call them, but I'm going to show you some samples on how to do this. First of all, each of these little squares is 3.5 inches square. So when you're choosing your fabrics, I am going to make one, let's say, out of this beautiful fabric. So I'm going to lay this out because my 5 print pieces will be in this position, right? When you're choosing these stripes, and they will always be stripes on Across My Mind, I look for things in the pattern. Some people, shy away from color choices and pattern choices, but look in your print and find some kind of color in there that's not the predominant color. Find a color that's in there, but not so bright and not so predominant. And in this one, there are some blues throughout this. So I'm going to choose 2 different blue fabrics, a solid blue and a blue with a little print in it, okay? Now, what you're going to do, I'm going to set these aside. These, we know, are 3.5 inch squares, all right? So we don't need those anymore. To make the striped pieces, get your fabric choices out and then cut them into 1.5 inch strips. That's what these strips are, okay? So when you have 1.5 inch strips, you're then going to sew them together. I've done this in 2 different ways to show you. With just those 2 fabrics I chose, I could do one of 2 things. I could have the print be on the outside of the stripe or the dark blue, the solid, be on the outside of the stripe. And sometimes you just don't know until you get into it. So when you cut these, first you make your long strips, right? And 3.5 inch squares, so I will cut this into 3.5 inch squares as well. So when I have that, my little stripe pieces will look like this or look like this, whichever one I choose. You just lay it out and see visually to you what looks the best, and there is no wrong answer, okay? So I'm going to show you some that I have done already. And first, I'm going to show you a mistake one. So anyone who's OCD, you're going to probably see this one right away. Look at this quilt block, and what is wrong with it? I finished it up and I was pressing it and I went, oh, I can't believe I did that. This striped piece is in the wrong position. Do I make mistakes? Yes, quite often, every day. So this one I'm going to redo. I'm going to rip that seam out and redo it. But this one I thought was pretty, but I learned a lesson about my striped pieces. I don't think I like a print in the middle of my stripe because to me this looks very busy. It doesn't look, this one's separated out so nicely that you see separate blocks, and I like that. This one got so messy because I chose a print here that I feel like it's a little full, but I mean, I'll still keep it. I'm still gonna enjoy it, but that was a lesson I learned. Here's another one of different pattern pieces. I love this one. It worked out very well. And then I decided, well, look, the solid pieces do not have to be the stripes, right? I could have solids as my 4 corners in my center. So I made one like that just to test it out. And honestly, I think I like it better than the other ones. It's really well defined with the solids being these corners in the center and then this other striped fabric. I think I'm more inclined to do this than I am that. But, like I said, there's no wrong answer. So try yours out and try different fabrics and see what you like. Again, this is the Cross My Mind quilt block, and happy sewing.